Hello, I'm Pam. So this is Friday Sews. So today is Friday, January 29th. And yeah, so this is where we talk about what we've been doing in the past week, what we plan on working on, and just life in general. So what I'm going to show you today, I saw this on another channel just today, but I thought about it a couple days ago too. So I got this little red bin for $1 from the thrift store. Well, and I saw it and I'm like, oh, that's really cool and that's really sturdy. They can cost like $5 at Walmart, so, or even more, I think. I know they're not really, can't figure out the word I want to say. So, but I got this bin and I decided I was going to put my projects, like this is cutouts for mask order. This is just one order. Yeah, I've got an order of 60 plus like 10 more, and then for this person, and then a couple more. And then I have these cute little bins that I got down yesterday. Yeah, I got them down yesterday and I had them sitting there, and then this morning I pulled them apart and decided to put the smaller order in. I have an order of some Super Mario Brothers, and these are a 3D mask design. And then I've got some Bronco mask that I'm working on. And then this one's just empty. But then I also have in this project bin, yeah, we're gonna call it a project bin. Alright, this is the New Look 6901. And what I've done is I've cut out view A because it only takes like a yard of fabric. But if you do a contrasting for this sleeve, you can easily get it cut out of the 7/8, plus a little bit to spare. So I've got that cut out, both front and back. And I've actually made a couple of altered adjustments because I made one already. I'm going to pop a picture in right here. Alright, isn't that cute? I didn't get a picture of it on my sister, but I did get a picture of it on my dress board. And so since, like, once my sister tried it on, it was a little bit tight around the midsection because we have had children. She has 4 children and she's a little bigger bone density than I am, and so she's a little bit thicker. And well, 4 children, you're not going to get back to what a skinny mini like you used to be. And I am definitely not back to skinny mini. No. But what I've done here is, see this curve right there? That was the curve on the waistline. So I just took it, and right there at the notch, I have added fabric down to the end of the curve. And then cut it out that way. So I'm hoping it will fit her a little bit better, because this fabric, I got this fabric from Joann's. My sister bought it and wanted a shirt out of it, and it's a little see-through obviously, but she's gonna wear a camisole under it. But yeah, so that is the project I've been working on this week. Oh, I should, yeah, I show you that picture. And then I also have great news. Well, great news for me. I went to Walmart and I bought an embroidery machine. So it's a beautiful, beautiful machine. And I am still yet to name her. But it's a Brother. This is just a box. The Brother SE625 sewing and embroidery machine. Yeah, I just can't afford those ones that cost like $15,000. So, well, I spent $400 from Walmart. They had an embroidery machine at Hobby Lobby that was $399, and I seriously thought about it, but I look on the box and everything trying to see, okay, what does a machine come with? Because it was a Brother LB5000 embroidery, sewing and embroidery machine, and I was like, what does this machine come with? Is it going to come with the same stuff that the SE625 comes with? I had no idea because it didn't have any information on what's included in the box. So I didn't want to get it and then end up knowing that something is missing, which I'm sure they would include all the necessary tools that need to go with a sewing and embroidery machine like they do with this, but who knows. So I decided that I wasn't going to get it from Hobby Lobby, that I would just get it from Walmart. And Walmart was $380, and then I got the warranty plan, the 3-year warranty plan on it, and did it that way. And yeah, so what else do I have to tell you? I did pick up some patterns, but I'm not sure if I actually brought those inside. Oh, another thing, Michael's, like Michael's Craft Store, they actually have started selling fabrics again. Yes, fabrics. And they are a pretty decent deal. Like for the fabrics I got, they were $6.99 a yard, which is pretty awesome, really. Considering that usually at Joann's they're like $12.99 a yard sometimes, depending on which fabric you're getting. And so I did, if I didn't tie the bag so tied shut. Okay, so the fabrics I got from Michael's, I got a Super Mario Brothers fabric. It has a little question mark jumps in the plant in the pipe. So I got that one. I got some Baby Yoda. This is my good side. The Baby Yoda fabric. And those were each $6.99 a yard. Now, it's this Baby Yoda fabric. It's on a navy blue background, so that will go really good with navy blue fabric for the mask that I have on order. And then this cute puppy dog. My sister has a friend that wants one with that doggy right there. And then, that's a different one. I did pick up some fat quarters from Michael's. They were like $1.50 each. I got some little pink flamingos. And then some pink polka dot to go with that. I got like 2 pink polka dots. So one is a lighter and one is a darker. I don't know if that's really showing true color, and I don't think it is. but one's lighter and one's darker. But maybe that's good. And then my sister wanted this one because I took her with me to Michael's, and she used her coupons. She had a $5 off coupon and then a 20% off, so we used her coupons. But she wants mask made out of that one, and I make her mask for her. It's like she gets as many masks as she wants for no charge, because she is the one finding me the customers. And then this cute fabric, and I didn't think I picked up 2 of them, but apparently I did. So I think she might have threw one extra in there because of how popular the last food one was. And then this cute little butterfly one she thought was really cute. And then I really loved this one, just the stripes. And then I picked up some rolled fat quarters. So this one has like little seashells, starfish, and this one is little bees around the beehive, and then a little seahorse fabric, another bee around the beehive fabric, and then this one is a sea turtle with seahorse fabric. And then I got 2 of the honeycomb fabrics to go with these, because the honeycomb is going to be the flaps of the 3D mask, and then these are going to be the front accent panel, front focus, yes. And then from Joann's yesterday, I picked up some patterns. A Mimi G like the denim jacket pattern, and then a little kid's pattern. But patterns that I picked up from Joann's yesterday, and it was a $1.99 sale that they were having on their simplicity patterns, and they also had their quick sew patterns on sale for $1.99. But I only picked up 2 patterns. I was running out of time. It was time for me to leave. I had to go get my son from school. So this is the other fabric that I picked up from Joann's. I also picked up some more Packers fabric. So the Packers fabric I picked up was this one, because I had ran out. Needed more. So now Joann's had just gotten this fabric in on Monday, so they still had it up on the top shelf, hard to find. And luckily the associates knew. They looked on their thing and said, oh, we just barely got this in on Monday, and we were there yesterday, and they got it down for me. So this cute Pokemon fabric, and these ones are also for a mask. There's a client that wants, let's see if I can find it here. Well, he wants a Pikachu, he wants the Charizard and the Charmeleon, and so he wants a Charizard. He wants the Charmeleon, and then he wants the Charmander. And I'm pretty sure Charmander's on here too. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And there's Charmander. So these ones are going to be an applique on the mask. So the style of mask that they are wanting is this style. So I have a little fabric cut out for the style. So what I do is I take and I will applique the circle on the fabric, and then I will sew it together. And when I applique the pieces on the fabric, I put an extra layer on the inside just to help reduce the spread due to the little holes that the sewing makes when you do an applique. You got a bunch of little tiny zigzag holes. So yes, I got this fabric, and I was excited when they says that it was regular price, because it was like $11.99 a yard. That's kind of expensive, but when they said that it was not on sale, I was like, yes, that's perfect, because I had a 50% off coupon, and you can only use it if you have something that isn't on sale. So I had this fabric that was not on sale, and I got 3 yards of it, so I could use that coupon on that fabric, and I was so excited. It like totally brought like my order. It was like, for that fabric it was like $38, so it split that in half. So that was good, very good. So that made it like $20 instead of $40. Yeah. And then what else do I have to talk about? I don't know. But I did do an unboxing of my new embroidery machine. I started watching it back and realized that the sound is really sketchy. And I'm like, this is not good. Like, I have issues with the sound control on my computer, that I got a mic to help bring that sound in, and so that you can hear me. And it did not do its job yesterday. I just don't know. Maybe I had it on the wrong setting. I don't know. But, so I did have an unboxing. I'm going to see if I can remedy the sound issue. I did also at the same time record it on my phone, because my phone has better sound quality. So I recorded it on my phone, but I don't know how to take the audio from my phone and patch it into the audio on the video that was showing on my computer. Which, anybody have any ideas of what app will do that? I am just kind of at a loss. And then also on the other news, what else I did this week? Well, on Sunday, I decided to get out my spare serger. I have a Singer, and I think I mentioned it on my last video. I have a Singer Ultralock 14. Alright, sorry. Let me unplug it so I can show it to you. So I have this serger. I got this for $50. And then I think I got 20% off of that because of military. I'm a military member. My husband is in the military. But I got this back in 2019. And so I really hadn't used it. I just had it sitting there because I had my other serger that was working fine. My Husqvarna Viking S25. And it was working great, and then I broke it. Yeah, I really messed it up. I like snapped some needles and got my fabric caught and like kind of bent the pieces on the faceplate that the needles go into. I just like bent some of the metal there, and I'm like, wow, that's messed up that it's so how do I say, like, not as strong as it should be. So on Sunday, I decided to come down, and I, like, totally took this apart. Like, I took everything off. I took the handle off, and I took the cover off. Let's move this down so you can see. And I took these back covers off. And what's cool about this one, like with the Viking, it doesn't have this where you can like move things down. Like, I don't want my hand to slip. Where you can move like a thing down for like around. So sometimes it's a little more difficult. Well, it does kind of have a little thing, but it's a little bit wider, and so it makes it a little more difficult. But this has that little thing down to get around the curves easier. And this one also, this comes off, so you have easy access for threading that lower looper. So that makes it nice. And it's quite a brilliant machine. Now, when I first got it, when I first tried it probably about a month ago, I was kind of frustrated because I cleaned it out, I changed the needles, and it just wasn't working. I was trying to adjust the tensions, and with the tensioner, it's like, let's see, and we get a better lighting situation here. No, nothing better. Okay. But with the tensioner, like if we were to turn this knob, like see, now it's at zero tension. Well, before, it wouldn't go all the way over there. It was like stuck at that, and I tried to turn it and it wouldn't turn. It would turn all the way this way to 9, but it would not turn all the way to 0. I would get to about 2 or 3 and it would get stuck and it just wouldn't turn. So what I did is I took off these little caps, took them off and unscrewed the pieces that were holding the tensioner disc on, realigned them, and stitched it back together. Well, put it back together. Whoops. So I got that fixed, thank goodness. And it is a dream. Oh my goodness. Who knew how marvelous that thing actually worked? I am glad that I didn't give up on it. I was about to say, oh, screw this. This just has to go back. But no, I figured it out, and I am so glad I took the time to figure it out. Okay. Now, in other news, see this little necklace I'm wearing? This is a necklace that my sisters and nieces and, well, actually I think it was just my sisters and sister-in-laws that each got a necklace. And on this little piece, it has a letter C for Catherine, or Kathy. So my sister, Kathy, she passed away 5 years ago today. It still makes me tear up. It was a Thursday. I think, was it a Thursday or was it a Friday? I just know my kids were at school that day. And we got the phone call in the afternoon from someone saying that my sister was in the hospital and that it was time to go down and say our final goodbyes. It was the hardest day. I don't know why it still makes me emotional. Excuse me for a moment. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. I just had to take a moment to get myself back in order. I don't know why that still makes me so emotional. It's been 5 years. She was 36 years old. She has a little boy he's now 8. He'll be 9 in a couple months. He's the same age as my little boy and as my sister's little boy. And that was 5 years ago. So he was 3. And imagine being a 3-year-old and losing your mom. But the moment, so we have a large van. And when I got the call, I let my husband know. I said, Sam, my husband's name is Sam. I'm like, we need to pick the kids up from school because it was almost time for them to get out. And I think that day they got out early. I think it was the early day, I don't remember quite. And it might have just been a regular day, and it was like in the afternoon. And so we had to pick them up from school. I don't know if we picked them up early or if we just picked them up regular. We might have picked them up early. I don't quite remember. But I know that we picked them up, took them and dropped them off to my husband's parents' house. Or either that or they came to our house to watch him. Which they might have come to our house to watch him. And then we went and picked up my brothers and sisters, some of them. Like, we carpooled down there. So I picked up my dad and my brother, and my other brother, and we was able to get a hold of my other brother, and we picked him up too. And my husband drove, and I think we picked up my mom too, and my dad. And so my husband drove. Of course, none of us, being that it was our sister, of course none of us were going to be able to drive at the time, especially when it all hits us. And my husband drove us down there to Salt Lake because I live in Utah, and she was at the hospital in Salt Lake. They had life flighted her. And she had been revived several times, but in the end, there was just no helping her. And the moment I walked into that hospital room, actually, I think my mom was maybe she had ridden down with my brother, I'm thinking, because she's living with my brother. And she might have ridden down with him, because I think when we walked in the room, she was sitting there and she greeted us. But the moment I walked into that room, just, you know, the realization that she had passed away from a brain aneurysm.
Can you?
Okay. My son came down. Go figure. And interrupted everything. So where was I? Yeah. The moment I walked into the room, I had a realization hit me. And just kind of it was still sad, but there was kind of a peace. And a realization of what she had passed away from. Like this strongest sensation. And it all said brain aneurysm. Even though in some points they said that she had overdosed, but when they got the autopsy back, the medical examiner said that she had the normal amount of medication in her system for what she was prescribed, and that it was not an overdose, and that they said that she had an aneurysm in her brain. And what I think happened is that she was heading, and she had such a massive migraine. She had suffered from migraines from the age of 16. Like, horrible, horrible migraines. And she had messaged her daughter to tell her son, she's like, tell Colton, that's my little nephew, that I love him every day. Tell him how much I love him and how much I'll miss him. And some people take that maybe she had taken her own life. But she did not. She knew that it was her time. She knew that she was gonna die. And she knew how hard it would be on everybody. But, you know, life goes on. And we still miss her. Definitely. Always. But it's okay. Alright. Well, I have talked long enough. I just wanted to add that little memorial to my sister. On this day. Alright. Enough blabbering. I will talk to you later. Thank you for watching. This was Friday Sews. Have a wonderful day. And keep sewing and keep creating. Bye. I don't have those in here with me, so I'm just gonna pop a picture in right here of those.
Call Uncle Eric.